I'd say my favorite was definitely the very first workout, or kind of the combo of the first and second workout. So I think it was called the burden run, where we had to run the 2.1 miles as a team, and then go into the pig flip, and then carry the worm. And then once we finished that, we got a short break, and then we had to drag the Iditarod sled. So that one, I think it was the hardest workout, and I think that's what makes it the most fun, because when you go to the CrossFit Games, you want to like get your ass kicked. That's kind of like the point of being there. So
Yeah.
that one was the biggest ass kicking of all the workouts. So last year we got our ass kicked on the run.
Mm-hmm.
We got crushed. So we did a lot of running leading up to this. We were running twice a week, one long run and one kind of set of intervals. So I think that helped us a lot. We ended up coming off the run in a pretty good position, which was a little better than we expected. We were kind of expecting to be in a hole out of the run. So we definitely saw some rewards from our work on that one. I think my least favorite workout would be the burpee and the squat with the worm workout, just because that one, some of the worm stuff got a little weird because each of the sections weighed about the same. Theoretically, they were a little different, but you could hardly tell. And so the problem was the women had to do the same weight as all the guys. And so it ended up being a much harder workout on the women than for the guys. And especially if you were for smaller women, it was like really, really hard. And the nature of the workouts made it so your team slows down to whoever your kind of smallest person is. And so because of the way that workout was structured, it made it super hard on our smaller girls, and it ended up being kind of on the easier side for the bigger people and for the guys in general. So it was just kind of a funky workout that wasn't, I don't know, it was all right, but it wasn't
your favorite.
You know, it didn't kick my ass, which is what I wanted it to do. So I think the teammate I was the most impressed with would probably be Chelsea, just because a lot of the workouts were not at all geared to the type of athlete she is. Like, she's really specialized in gymnastics type movements, and there were a ton of workouts that were just the complete opposite of that. And so it kind of was a whole competition of the stuff that she didn't want to see, and she still did awesome. Like, even though like it was the stuff that was totally outside what she's good at, she still like stuck with everything, and like she like pushed through when, you know, the spotlight was on her. And I think she had the hardest position to fill on our entire team, and she did awesome. I think the culmination of it was probably right at the end of the second to last workout when we finished it was like overhead squats and the GHD wall balls. And then we did awesome on that workout. We got 10th place, and it's kind of funny because we were always in the last heat through the whole weekend, which was really cool. So we were always with the big teams. And so even when we did really, really well, you didn't necessarily know we did really well because we were with the top teams. And that was kind of one of those workouts where we were kind of in the middle of the pack in our heat, but we crushed the workout overall. We didn't really know it at the time, but we had. But then just getting back from that, and it had moved us up into 10th place, and it was just, we had solidified like our good spot where we got to be in the final heat of the final event of the CrossFit Games. And that was just like that, kind of like, holy shit, we're in the finals of the finals of the finals.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say it was probably Shep. He's just generally messy everywhere. And no one was really all that messy, but he is just in general the messiest person, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to him.
He would make food and leave it all over the place?
He wasn't bad in the house, but I'm more giving that to that one because in the gym he's always leaving shit out. He always leaves his tape out they left on his hands, and like just gross stuff like that. People were always picking up after him. So I'm going to assume that the stuff that was left out in the house was his.
Okay.
What's wrong with you, Shep? Get your shit together. It kind of pains me to say it, but it is Rich Froning. I mean, he's just good at everything. He's not necessarily my favorite athlete. There's some other guys that I kind of prefer, but I am thoroughly impressed with his capacity. He is a legitimate like super stud. The nicest butt on the Jet City team would, without question, be mine. I have a beautiful ass. The best guns. That's easy. That's Megan. Megan has by far the best guns on our team. Pretty sure she has the biggest biceps out of anyone as well.
Yeah. And
yes, there was wardrobe malfunction. Also, Megan, it was on the GHD med ball thing with it, and it was so it happened actually. I think that might have been what started it, but where you saw it was on the overhead squats, where she was wearing tights, but if she wasn't, she would have been mooning the entire crowd because her shorts had slipped down, and we were practically like riding around the middle of her thigh. And while she was doing the overhead squats, and everyone on the other side was just, we were laughing our asses off. So it's pretty hilarious.
Is it true that you're going to Northwest CrossFit next year?
If they have facilities there, I'll probably pop in there if it's close to school. I'll check it out. I don't know. I like visiting other places. I like getting around and meeting other people. So.